welcome back to the Shed Builds, and today I'm gonna continue working on my platform over here in the shed. The idea of this platform is still to put a bike on top of this, so my GS 450 is gonna be right sitting on top of this for storage, and it just looks cool and it takes it out of the way. There's one thing I really want to do, and I want to be able to lift that on my own. Now the bike in state right now is about 120 kilos, and to do that I'm going to mount this hoist right up there on the roof. So it's going to be sitting over there. I could raise the bike and then I can push it onto the platform on my own and then settle it down. At least that's the plan. So this hoist I got for 30 euros, secondhand of course. There's a few things that are missing. There were bolts missing, I've already placed those. And the stop over here, it's like a lever that stops the engine from going too far in this winch. It's broken off. I can repair that, of course, that's not a big thing. The struts up here, I don't know if they can take the weight, so this thing's pretty heavy, and the bike of course it's going to weigh at least 120 kilos, so with this thing it's going to be about 150 kilos pulling on these two struts. Now I think they can hold it. This roof's got nothing on top of it, so normally there's like a big layer of stones, so like pebbles, to keep the roof down. It can take a lot of weight, but I'm not really sure if it's enough. So what I've done is I bought extra struts, posts to put on it vertically, so it can take a lot more weight. I'm going to put some extra struts horizontally to make them a bit bulkier and stronger. So that's the first plan that I'm going to do now. I'm going to clear out as much as I can, move everything out of the way, install those struts, install the hoist, and give it a try, I think, with something heavy before I lift the bike, of course. So I'm going to put a strut over here on this one, and on the inside of this I'm going to put a cross member just over there, just behind the helmets, and then put two beams on each side downwards. So I've got maximum support for this entire strut area. And then the hoist is going to come up here in the middle, with the winch will be over here just in front of this beam. I can take this out. So the bike would be sitting where this lathe thing is right now. So I think I should be able to lift the bike up. So it'll be hanging over here somewhere, like over here. And then I hope I can push it back. That's the plan at least. But as long as I can get it onto this platform, then it should be good. These are really strong beams, same thickness as this. That's really strong. And I supported it pretty good on the wall, just over there, on the brick wall and on the sides, so I have no worries that that will sag or anything. If you'd like to support me and my channel, become a member on my Patreon. The link will be in the description, and your membership will help to make more content, get more bikes, and yeah, just help me out. You don't have to do it, of course, but if you do, it's really much appreciated. The next thing I need to do is to get this table out of the way so I can remove this thing. So while I'm doing this, I've had other ideas on how to do this. I was actually thinking of doing the entire platform. So I have the platform go down like an elevator basically, put the bike on it, and then raise the entire part again. But that would be pretty heavy with this table going up and down, and the winch can do 250 max. I think it should be okay, but it would need like a U-rail and stuff, and it was gonna get really expensive. And I think for just this reason, I think I should only be using this like twice a year maybe, to put a bike up there, and that's not worth the money. So this is a lot cheaper. And if for some reason it doesn't work, I can always do that other plan again. There were pretty cool videos, by the way, on that lift. I'll raise the bike so it should be just right above this, and then push it back and then lower it so it sits on this, and kind of wiggle it and push it, and then pray to God everything will go alright. I think it should work. Famous last words. So I'm using glue to attach these beams to the top, just to add a bit more strength. And of course was using really long screws that go all the way through both of these struts. Of course steel would have been a lot better for this entire construction, but that will make it a lot more expensive. If you haven't already liked my videos, please do if you want to, and subscribe of course. Hit that bell button to get notified for every new video that I put out. So only the sides to do, and then the main construction is done. Okay, so this is what I've got so far. So the beams over here with glue on them as well, and really big screws. The vertical stands on both sides way down to the floor, and I've even added these offcuts that were, well, the rough cuts. So I figured I'd give them even a bit more strength by adding a triangle, because it always helps. So now above here I've got a nice little area where I can use this piece of old steel I've got. It's going to come in between here. Oh sorry, it's going to come in between here on top of it, and this is going to go like so. But I need to make brackets where this can go through. So I'm gonna use this. I think this is from the trailer part. Get these here, and to do that I need a plate. So like this. I'll cut these off, 2 pieces. This is gonna come on top, weld it, and then this can go through, and then I can hang the entire thing over there. At least that's the plan. So I haven't got any cool pieces of steel to do this with, so I'm kind of making what I've got. Alright, see how far I get. So this is what I made from all the scrap pieces. So these 2 brackets over here, and these 2 I'm gonna cut up here, and this thing can move back and forth inside this thing. So I'm just gonna weld that together and then we can put it up there. Cool. That should work. Let's get it up there. Nice. Okay, cool. Very nice. That should work. So I'm just going to make a bracket that stops the motor, and we can do a test run. Okay, so I ended up making this. I've added these two brackets to it, and I cut a little hole in the middle over there, and if you can see it, so that I can run the wire through, and that should do the trick, I think. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna try and lift this press of mine, which is pretty heavy. Just done this strap here, and let's just see what happens. It could go very bad, or it could go good. More lights. Yep, there it is. So, just a test run to see what happens, how it lifts, and what goes on before I even try to do the motorcycle. As long as I can strap it down good, I think I should be fine. I'm really glad I can remove this big piece. I think that was a good idea, because otherwise I wouldn't have the clearance. So I'll have to tidy up a bit, as you can see, because I need to get that bike over here where this thing is sitting right now, and then I can have a go. I'm gonna clear out this desk here, and yeah, we'll see. Doing all this requires a lot of tools and things, and you can help me by going over to my Amazon wishlist and buying something for me, so it will support my channel. Of course, this is all free of choice and you're not obligated to do it, but if you do, thank you very much. And if you want to stay up to date with my day-to-day goings on in the shed and all sorts of other things that I do, go over to my Instagram, Dutch Shed Builds, and you'll learn more. So I had to reposition the strap so the bike would get more clearance, and I attached a strap to the wall, as you can see there, the yellow one, so I could pull the top end towards the wall so it wouldn't topple over me. I was still struggling with it, and it was really dodgy, as you can see. In the end I used a stick, you'll see that in a minute. The one I'm using here is too bendy, this one, and I actually threw up my back because I couldn't get it high enough. In the end, using a much stronger stick would help me wiggle that wheel onto the platform, and it worked, and this is what it looks like in the end. So, Christ, that was really sketchy, but I got it there. Look at it, cool. So the bike on top of the ramp, and damn, that was sketchy. Even after I put on these struts, these additional struts, I could kind of see it moving as well. So I don't know. That was sketchy. It's up there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that again anytime soon, but it does look pretty cool. And I've still got a lot of bikes to do, and I'm never going to get rid of this one. This is my first one. So it's going to be up there for a while, I think. I really want to get working on the CX500 over there. So I think I'm going to get the GS450 in here as well, which is on the other side, so I can do some work on that, and I can get access to the CX500 as well now. So pretty cool. Got to do a lot of rearranging now because, well, there's also the shelves that were here before and they don't fit anymore, so I'm just gonna have to think about if I'm gonna change stuff or do it differently. But I've got the hoist mounted over there now, so that's a nice place to keep it. It's nice out of the way. But yeah, that's today's video. So I'm gonna do a lot of cleaning here and tidying up, but it's done. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please come back, and if you want to, please hit that like button just down below. You can also join me on Patreon to support me or get something for me which is on my Amazon wishlist. So take whatever you want. And if you don't do anything, then that's fine too. But yeah, pretty cool.